Hey everybody, Jake here, because though the Teal Mask Part 1 of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC just released, data miners have gotten their hands on the Pokedex for Part 2, the Indigo Mask. So we now know all of the Pokemon that will be returning. This means you will be able to catch them in the Indigo Disk, but also if you have them in Pokemon Home, you will be able to transfer them forward to this game. Now this specifically comes from data miner at Matt Yukana on Twitter, and they put out this image. So obviously what we're seeing here are just known Pokemon. Things like Duraludon's evolution, though it's been revealed in a trailer, is not present in this list. So these are just known Pokemon, things that have already existed before the Indigo Disk comes out. So there are a few spots missing for sure, but these are all the Pokemon that you will definitely be able to transfer forward when the Indigo Disk comes out. Now, I want to break down this list a little bit because I get an image like this one, and I don't really know where to place it in my brain because this includes some Pokemon that were even in the base game of Paldea. So what is actually new? What are we even talking about here? Let's break it down. First, let's push aside all of the starters. We already got a whole trailer. We know the starters are coming. We know we're going to get your Squirtles, your Bulbasaurs, your Tricos for the inclined. But what is actually new here, once you take those out, once you take out all the Pokemon originally in Paldea and in Kitakami in the Teal Mask, you get a list that looks like this. So here's the truth. I worked really hard on this. I went through these lists. I went through all the different Pokédexes several times, and I think this is it. I think all of the Pokemon here are Pokemon that are not in Paldea in the base game, nor were they added in the Teal Mask. So these are the ones that are actually going to be new to Scarlet and Violet when Indigo Disk comes out. Now listen, any content creator, any person on YouTube could have told you what I just told you. They could have put in the work. And now listen, I made that graphic, so that is something. But you chose to come to me today, so I'm going to give you a little treat, a little morsel to chew on. I'm going to give you, without any context, my top 3 best and worst Pokemon in the list I just showed you. Let's start with the top 3. These are the 3 best. Starting at number 3, Hitmonchan, Drillbur, Reuniclus. Okay, now bottom 3. I don't care about these Pokemon, and neither should you. Number 3, Dewpider, Comfey, and Skarmory. That's it. That's what you get. Thank you so much for tuning in to this data mine report. I'm looking forward to the Indigo Disk. Let me know what you think of the Teal Mask below. Is it satisfying you, or do we need to wait for the big one, Part 2? I feel like in these DLCs, Part 2 is always the more exciting one. I kind of hope it is. But until next time, have a good one.